My last Indie Hacker vlog was 2 months ago, and at Indie Hacking, 2 months can feel like 2 years. Anyway, here's what you're going to learn in the next few minutes. How to increase Claude rate limits without spending a ton, how to avoid wasting money on a 100% AI blog, how I launched 2 products in a short time frame, one mistake that cost me a ton of time and probably lots of money, and why I'm focusing on the thing I hate most, marketing. At OpenAI, I'm kind of a big deal as I'm a tier 5 user. At Claude, I couldn't even get enough tokens to pump out articles with my AI SEO writer. But apparently, you can just ask them for more tokens and they'll give you more tokens. So for you Sonnet glazers, just send Anthropic a help request asking for more credits, wait a few weeks, and you should get tier 4. Congrats, you just saved $400. But too bad by the time they responded, I already switched to GPT-4o Mini as that was much cheaper. I'm actually trying to move my services to Grok because they pump out text much faster, but you only do 500,000 tokens per day. But unlike Anthropic, Grok hasn't responded to my request to increase my rate limits even after about 4 months, so I don't have much hope there. Next, let's learn how to avoid wasting money on AI blogging. My auto blog outlining the first few episodes of this series is a fail, so I'll just review the website. The blog's called Remote Work Hustle and I just use AI to pump out articles, but Google wasn't indexing my pages. I asked X and Reddit for help and a few folks told me to use Screaming Frog to audit my website. Turns out I had a lot of rate limiting that might have been preventing Google from discovering my pages. After I fixed that, along with reinstalling Google Analytics and Search Console, it didn't do anything. I suspect because there's the word work involved, it may fall into the Your Money, Your Life YMYL category and therefore harder to rank. Ironically, I put in a lot less work in pumping out AI articles in my 2 new projects I'm about to talk about, and a ton of pages got indexed already. The lesson here is, if you want to start a blog in the Your Money, Your Life space, don't. Okay, but how did I launch 2 products in the past 2 months while making YouTube videos, traveling, and doing a bunch of other stuff? And what were the products? The first product I launched is called CounterDash. I made this because I have a bunch of unused tablets across the house and I wanted to turn them into sleek displays. It got a bunch of upvotes on Product Hunt, but most of the engagement seems like it's from AI, as there's only 7 unique visitors despite more than 90 upvotes from Product Hunt. Still, it's good for the backlinks, so I launched my second product, my SMS Check, there also. This lets devs protect their website from users creating multiple accounts to abuse free trials, card testing attacks, and more, all set up in minutes, saving them weeks of work. But it got fewer upvotes because it's not free and kind of boring. Anyway, how was I able to launch so quickly? I used an easy stack. I used Django, which is objectively easier than JavaScript-based backends, and levered that with the Django boilerplate SaaS Pegasus. Referral link below if you want to use it. The next thing I did was stay away from notoriously slow front-end frameworks like React. Instead, I just stuck with vanilla Tailwind with Alpine, and I can get the front end running quickly without hydration issues. The next mistake I made cost me a bunch of time and money. I have a freemium Google Docs extension, but nobody's paid me anything since the launch back 18 months ago, even though it's got about 600 installs. This is for 2 reasons. First reason is it crashes a lot. Apparently the API key that my server generates sometimes just does not work. Since it goes through Google scripts, it's hard to debug. So instead, I got rid of the API keys in general. The second reason why nobody's paid is because it's physically impossible for them to. I have this Stripe live mode variable where it's true if it's in production and false if it's in development. Except this was set to false in production, and so it was incompatible with real paid plans on the server. So when people tried to pay, Stripe would just error out and crash my server. The lesson? Always have a friend test out your live payment endpoint after your launch. Everything going perfectly in Stripe test mode doesn't mean my passion is coding, but I'm even more passionate about making money. I've been studying a few successful indie hackers, and it seems to me their earned income is in proportion to how much they shill, not how good their products are. So I've decided to do a lot more marketing and a lot less coding. But what type of marketing? Solopreneurs either have a full-time job, in which case they have money but not time, or they're all in on their project, which means they have time but not the money. Both have an unfair advantage, and there's nothing wrong with either. I'm in the former camp, so I'll just trade time for money by forcing traffic with paid ads. My marketing plan going forward for each project launched is as follows. 25 core ads, about 1 to 300 clicks For the campaign, $50 to $500 of Google ads and or Facebook ads. For organic, I'll only focus uploading here on YouTube, so thank you for watching. As my focus is mostly marketing nowadays, you can expect a lot more SaaS marketing content on this channel. If that sounds interesting to you, you know what to do.